Hey guys, welcome to my channel. There's something that the Lord has put in my spirit and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. This does not apply to every person or every scenario, okay? But something the Lord has put in my heart is, of late I've seen a lot of videos of people who used to be in certain ministries and now they're coming out and they're doing like a tell-all, they're telling everything. And guys, while this is an eye-opener, be careful, because sometimes there are people who have exited these ministries, but they didn't deal with their hearts. And so they're still angry and they're still resentful. And so when they're telling us all, they're actually poisoning us. Okay. Why? There's a difference when God frees you and he brings you out of an organization, out of a church, out of a ministry. And you go to him and something happens, right? And they may have hurt you, wounded you. God opens your eyes. But one thing he always does is he's going to deal with your heart. He's going to deal with your heart to ensure that you are healed from the wounds. And also he's going to have you pray for those people who have wounded you, who are deceived, all of that, right? So then when you go through all of that and God has seen that, you know what, you're good. And sometimes he'll take you through situations where you are making phone calls. You may have to call up some people, may have to have apologized to some people, may have had to humble yourself, where they're going around telling people things about you, but God is saying, be still. So whichever way that he deals with you in those situations, right? Then what will happen is he'll bring you to a place of complete restoration, because there is no darkness. There are no ill feelings anymore for those individuals, for the organization. So now he can entrust you to start to tell other people and reveal to other people what he tells you to reveal. It is important that people understand what some of these ministries are about, what some of these people are about, what some of these organizations are about, because you saw those things, you experienced those things, right? And so you have to let other people know. If I know that there's a trap down this road, or it's a dead end road, you see someone driving down there, you're gonna flag them down and say, hey, turn around, it's a dead end, or hey, there's a drop off. So that in itself is good. But something that the Lord wants me to talk to you all about is discern when people have left ministries, left organizations, but it was on bad terms and there's still some bitterness in them. They didn't deal with the hurt and they didn't deal with the pain. So they're mad. And now they're saying, well, I'm going to go and tell everybody what I know. But it's not really for the benefit of safeguarding anyone. It's more out of anger. And so they're telling stuff because they're mad and they're angry. And it's the same thing with any time we are in ministry, even on YouTube or whatever. You want to make sure that even though you receive revelation, that you're not still angry or resentful towards the people, because God, the people that hurt you, the people that did you wrong, because what you're going to find is that when you're ministering, you're still ministering with some poison inside of you. You still have some malice. You still got some strife. So you find that you hear the tone. I remember I used to listen to this person who really spoke a lot of truth about false churches, about false prophets, and things of that nature. And I was really, really intrigued, and I was learning a lot. But after a while, I start to, as I'm listening to this individual, I start to feel a little bit sick within myself. And the Lord revealed to me to listen to the tone, because there's still anger there. Like when the person is addressing these individuals, there's still a lot of like anger, and, even some name calling was there. And God says, no, that ain't, no. Okay. This person is speaking the truth, but they are not completely healed. They're still wounded. So what happens is truth can be held in unrighteousness, right? And the unrighteousness is not so much that the individual don't love the Lord, but they're still not healed. There's still a pus pocket here. There's still an area that's still bleeding. This area, there's a bleeding out going on here. It has not yet been coagulated. It has not yet been tied off and healed, right? So we have to make sure that when we are listening to, and when you hear people that are now telling all about ministries that they used to be in, or they're now telling all about organizations that they were a part in, Use discernment to know when, okay, this person has now been restored and they are truly leading us on the right path. And they're still not just mad and angry. Okay, stuff done with ill intentions and still with hurt and pain is not something that you and I should allow to enter our ear gates or our eye gates. And the Lord is going to let you pick up on that. The Holy Spirit is going to just give you a check. If you're listening to someone and they're talking and then you feel a check in your spirit, guys, pay attention to that. Stop what you're watching, pull out of it, and then take it to the Lord and see what it is. Is it just you feeling some type of way? Or is the Holy Spirit, is the Holy Spirit trying to tell you, hey, this person's speaking the truth, but it's coming from a place of vengeance. This person's speaking the truth, but it's coming from a place of malice, because it makes it different. It's like someone is serving you really good food, whatever it is that you like. This is tasty food. This is meat and potatoes. This is steak and potatoes. This is a light pasta salad. This is, a seafood platter. But, and it is truly lobster and shrimps and whatever it is that you can imagine that is actually delectable. There's nothing wrong with the food, but the plate's dirty. You see? So you got to be careful. So this is just something that the Lord's put out to me, guys. Use discernment. I say this because not too long ago, there was a situation. I'm not going to say the video because I don't want to go there. But I listened to it and it was very eye-opening. But there was something the Holy Spirit kept saying in my spirit was, what's the backstory? Why is this person now telling everything? That's what's important. Not only what you're getting, which is the truth, but why is this person doing this? From what spirit? Where's their heart at? Because I'm here to tell you that if they get back in right standing with those individuals that offended them, they'll go back. You see? So be very, very careful. All right, guys. So in all things, as I said, people have been brought out of things and they have to speak about it. I've been brought out of situations. I've seen things up close and personal in some scenarios over certain years in my life. But there were some things the Lord truly had to deal with me about before he even allowed me to have a YouTube channel. And YouTube was not something that I was even thinking of having. Not at all. If anybody know me and know how I was rolling, how I was rocking, before salvation, nah, I would live for me, do me, enjoy me, and that's it. But when God saved me, he brought me out. I'm able to talk about things. Why? Because he had me deal with things. He's even at one point sent me back to the very place that he called me out of. And these individuals were treating me like straight garbage. Doing me grimy, doing me dirty, treating me like in, that nasty, subtle stuff that was going on. And the Lord was showing me so much. I'm like, Lord, why did you bring me back here? But there was a lesson to be learned. And in all of that, he led me to pray for them, to forgive them, to do right, no matter what was going on, to keep going back to the church, no matter how much shade. I'm here to tell you, I needed no sunglasses. There was mad shade up in there. But he kept taking me and taking me and taking me back. And he was like, can you worship me here? Can you still freely worship me? And ironically, I was able to, because I'm a worshiper at home, right? I would love God. Ain't nobody gonna keep me from the Lord. Nope, no. And so I went through all of those things. I went down this road where I felt like, God, why is everyone got, they got a egg to throw at my face? Lord, are you really with me? But he took me through all of that to be humble so that my heart can be healed, so that I can be restored, because I loved him more than my offense. You see? So once he does that and he cleans you up, then he can trust you on a platform to tell other people about the Lord and to lead them and to tell them the truth about what's out there so they can avoid it. But the only difference is you're doing it from a pure heart because your heart has been healed thoroughly. Does that make sense? All right, guys. Peace out.